Good evening. We are going to start the meeting. Welcome to Beaches Watch, our September meeting, if you can believe we're into September. Thank you for coming. We have a very exciting presentation from Beaches Go Green. Find out what's going on, what our wonderful youth is doing in the community to improve our quality of life. So we're really excited to hear about all of those things. I'm Marie Moquin. I'm the president of Beaches Watch, and I'm proud to welcome you here. So we are recording our meeting, so if you can share that with your friends and family and neighbors, for those who cannot make it tonight, it will be on our website tomorrow, as well as on our YouTube channel, which is Beaches Watch 2012. We are a membership organization, so our memberships are for individuals $15, families $20, and students we have a break $5. So if you'd like to join us, you can join us tonight, or you can go online and join and get your membership there. So they're from January through December. Starting next month, we'll have our early bird registration. So if you join in October through December, your membership will be good through 2026. Recognition of elected officials, we have Sandy Golding, who is our City of Jacksonville Beach City Councilwoman. Thank you, Sandy. We also have Judge Gary Flower, who is our county judge. And just a few announcements here. This is a budget season, so we're winding that down. Atlantic Beach will have their final budget approval hearing on Monday, September 22nd at 6 p.m. in their chambers. Jacksonville Beach budget hearings, we still have one more now. Monday, September 15th will be their final hearing on that before approval. Neptune Beach, they will host, well, they've already hosted theirs, or tonight, right?
Yeah, we don't have the date for their second one yet.
Oh, okay, so...
We asked Mayor Byland for the date, and she's getting it.
So there'll be one more hearing after tonight for Neptune Beach. Mayor Deegan, she'll be hosting her budget town hall meeting. That's going to be at Fletcher High School. And that will be Monday, September 15th at 6 p.m. And our next meeting is Beaches Watch October 1st. We're going to have a little panel with our three different beaches attorneys. So that's going to be here, it may be here at the library. They're in the process of possibly replacing their HVAC, so we're kind of on hold with that. So as soon as we can confirm the location, we will send out that announcement. But this is an opportunity to meet the city attorneys that really do all the legal ease stuff behind the scenes. They're going to talk about kind of areas of responsibility, what they're required to do to make sure the city is in compliance, and with elected officials. So it's kind of a way to see the background of all of that. We have any poli-sci aspirations here, that might be an interesting time to come in and ask questions and talk to them about it one-on-one. So, we always kind of like to see how you heard about our meeting. For those of you who maybe read about it on Beaches Leader, if you raise your hand, the digital, now it's all digital, Facebook, our newsletter, our email, Jacksonville Today, their email. Oh, good, yeah, they're great about announcing local meetings coming up in the various cities. Our website. All right, thank you. And then just talking to your neighbors, word of mouth. Great, okay. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and start our program tonight. So we are happy to have Marie Moquin here. Marie has been a force of nature here at the beach. And I'll let her tell you a little bit about herself, but she is the Beaches Go Green founder, and we're so happy to have her, and we're so happy to have a representation of students here, so I'm sure she's going to share all that with us. So, Anne-Marie?
Thank you. Excellent. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and thank you so much to all of our student representatives who came out to talk to you guys about what they're doing in the community and at their schools. I'm Marie Moquin, and I founded Beaches Go Green back in June of 2018. Originally, when I founded it to give education about plastic pollution and the environment. Particularly, I thought that recycling right was going to save the world, and I have learned so much since then, and I put a lot less emphasis on recycling. And more recently, in our 8th year, we have expanded our mission to talking not just about plastic pollution, but about environmental toxins. So I'm going to talk to you about that, but since we have so many teenage officers of our clubs, I wanted to talk to you about that and give them a chance to speak in case they had somewhere else they have to be, because these are the movers and shakers of the schools, and a lot of them have other commitments. So our Beaches Go Green student clubs are in Duval and St. Johns County. As you can see, we have 5 in St. John's, and the majority of them are in Duval County. They vary slightly by the school. All of them have an awesome teacher representative that helps manage the club. We have one here tonight. Donna, can you give a wave? Donna Dawson is our Sandalwood High School teacher sponsor, and we have representatives tonight here from Sandalwood High School as well as Fletcher High School. So let's see here. We figured out at the end of last year we had over 1,000 active members with 15 schools, and we just added 2 more schools this fall, so we're really excited to see what our impact will be as far as that goes when the clubs get up and running. All right, so what do our student clubs do? A lot of people think of Beaches Go Green as a beach cleanup organization, and yes, we do that. It seems to be the thing that gets the most visual attention, but first and foremost, we've always been an environmental education nonprofit. Our goal is to educate people on their behaviors so they'll change behaviors so that we won't be cleaning up after people our entire lives. And with our new mission, we want to educate people on how those same littered toxins are impacting human health as well as the health of the environment. So we remain an environmental education nonprofit, but we also are focusing on human health as far as pollution and environmental toxins. So the 3 main programs of our schools are educational presentations, community service opportunities. If you ever have opportunities where you need student volunteers, you can always reach out to us. We have lots of eager students that want to get out there. And then our reusable bottles for sports program, which is one of our biggest initiatives. Donna's holding up one of the bottles right here that was sponsored by Surf Into Summer license plates. That's the Surfing Evolution and Preservation Foundation. They've been a great support of our efforts. So I want to let our student leaders give you a little bit of information on what they have experienced on being part of the clubs, what they feel like their impact has been, maybe what some of their wins, some of their challenges. I'll just leave it up to them, and let's start with these 2 young ladies from Fletcher. We've got Zeta and Arena, and we have stand here for moral support.
I'm Zeta. I'm the president of Beaches Go Green at Fletcher High School, and I've been at Beaches Go Green for over 4 years. I joined in 8th grade, originally because we just had fun doing school campus cleanups and beach cleanups But over like 4 years being an officer in high school, I've realized it's a lot more. And people think that we just do like the beach cleanups, but it's a lot more to it. And with like Beaches Go Green 2.0, we want to focus more on how like harmful microplastics and things affect not only the environment but our bodies. And one of my favorite things to do as a club is going to elementary schools and talking to them, because I think that's most important when we talk to like the younger kids, because then they'll grow up and like they'll make the change.
So my name's Martina, and I've also been part of Beaches Go Green since about middle school, so 4 or 5 years now. And definitely this club is so great. Like, I can't say enough on how much this club has taught me and what I've learned so far and what I'm going to grow from this. My favorite thing that we've done was probably the dune planting, where honestly, like, it was so fun to get to learn something like different and like help our beaches out in maybe a way that we're not so used to, like how Amory was talking about with plastic and like pollution, but in other ways that we can help our beaches and our community grow. I'm very excited with the new Beaches Go Green, because now we're, as she said, we're not focusing as much on more environmental and the plastic effect of that, but we're learning about like what it means for our bodies and like for future generations and what it means for them too. So I'm really excited, and I'm glad you guys were all with us today. Our Sandalwood High School officers. We've got Luis, Samuel, and Santiago that are going to speak. And do you want to speak too? Yeah, come on, guys. We've got Callie, Elizabeth, and Victor. Oh, yes.
Hi, my name is Luis. I'm the president of Beaches Go Green at Sandalwood High School. I joined Beaches Go Green in my freshman year. I remember my sophomore year when I was like trying to see what is Beaches Go Green. I tried to go to more events, and I really like it. I create like a passion to see that in every event that we had, it was not just like a community service. Just go and return to home. I mean, you really make an impact. In my junior year, I was vice president, and I remember when we did the Deck the Chairs. It's an event that you have to decorate like a chair. Our main thing this year is gonna be like to show how plastic is very harmful for you, and with those water bottles that we usually have, and basically there is so much that we have to learn, that we do every day with bad habits that we have, and I think that we need to do a change from the beginning. From the beginning of your day, you have to mentally know what is in your body, what is in your house, and especially in the beach cleanup, I know that every student sign up for that event, but usually the people join to the event, cleaning up, and that's very beautiful. When as a community we clean our environment and take care of it. Thank you.
Hi guys, so my name is Santiago Diaz. As you can see, English is not my first language, so I'm going to try my best. I joined Beaches Go Green when I was 8th grade, yeah, and I love the way how they treat me. I started doing the community service, and it is a club where you're gonna meet. I mean, we meet a lot of people where they're gonna help you out. Like it might be like more like a community where everybody's gonna help you. And my favorite I would say that this year is gonna be amazing. I'm just waiting for that day and get prepared all the stuff to win the title shares. Thank you. Okay, my name is Samuel Diaz, and he's my twin brother. And something good about us is that we usually use everything like together. We almost, we prefer to make everything together. And something that I love about Beaches Growing is that everything that we do, we always do it like together as a team, as a family. And I really want to make the difference because we are young people, and it's good when the community see kids doing good stuff. And I really think that us as a young people, we can make the difference. And that's pretty much it.
I'm a senior, but I'm going to be one of the community outreach officers for Sandalwood, and I'm really excited to do that because, first of all, I have a passion for the youth. I've always been involved with the youth within like my church and other things, so I think it's really important to educate the youth. That's been one of my causes for my Miss Sandalwood platform, so that's one of the reasons I joined Beaches Go Green, so that I can be a voice to our youth. Especially with social media, I think it's really important because you see so many, like, for instance, fast fashion, like different trends that come and go, they come so quick. You buy off Shein, there's so many different things that are going out into the environment, not only the materials and everything and the labor, but just the shipping and everything. There's so many things that are polluting our environment that we don't even notice every day. And if we are educating our youth, we're preparing the future of our nation. And that's why I think I joined Beaches Go Green. Thank you.
Beaches Go Green last year because I really want to make a difference because we never know how the animals on the ocean are being, and also watching so many videos how like turtles get stuck and so many things that I want to see that anymore. That's why I enjoy Beaches Go Green, and that's why I'm one of the officers, and I'm really excited to see what Beaches Go Green is doing right now. And I'm going to be so excited for the events that we're going to have and everything that we're going to be seeing and preparing. I want to be part of that, and I like how my group says that we're like a family, and I really love that because you don't like feel like you're different. You feel like you're in a family. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Victor Cardona. I'm the secretary, and this is like my first year that I've gone to a lot of events, and I really like Beaches Go Green. And thank you all for listening. Thank you.
Just to let you know, is one of our larger clubs. Last year, I think we had close to 200 members, so we'll see how that pans out this year. They also won Club of the Year. They tied with Mandarin for their diverse activities and all the action that they did. And our Fletcher High School Club also won Beach High School Club of the Year from Palm Beach Recorder, so that was very exciting. So we're really proud to point out the students and all the efforts they're making. We're just really happy to have them here, and I'm glad you got a chance to meet them because every time I hear them speak, it actually, I'm not a teary kind of person, but I'm very proud. I'm very proud of you guys, so thank you so much. All right. Just understand. Please come. Come. You can introduce yourselves and then just say what your positions are. Nothing like putting you on the spot. Right? You're good. You got it. You got it.
Hello, my name is Aziza Nazimova and I'm a senior in high school, in Sandalwood High School, and I applied for RBS committee for the Beaches Go Green.
RBS is reusable bottle for sports. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Aboyana. I'm also a senior in high school, and I also applied for RBS.
Just want to make sure everybody was represented. Did you want to speak? Are you good? Which school are you with? You're a Sandalwood too? Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right, so now I want to talk to you a little bit about, does anyone have any questions for the students before we may? Okay, got it. All right, let's see here. So what is BGG 2.0? We have been working on this for quite some time, and the reason that we pivoted to Beaches Go Green 2.0 and we decided that we wanted to connect human health to environmental health is because we realized that we wanted to make as big of an impact as we possibly could. And unfortunately, we realized that not everybody cares about the environment, but lots of people care about their health. They care about their fertility. They care about their children. They care about their longevity. How many people are eating healthier, they're exercising more, they're paying attention to what they put in and on their body. And that's when it dawned on us that the health of the environment is so deeply connected to our personal health. And that's how we came up with Beaches Go Green 2.0. And I'm going to stop right here because I failed to introduce our awesome team members. Over here we have Morgan. She is Director of Programs. And over here we have Shelby Barron. She is Director of Community Outreach. And Beaches Go Green team has never been better. We are killing it, and I cannot wait till you guys see all the content that we've created. As a matter of fact, I'm so excited for the students. We have a huge officer training event coming up on Sunday, and we're expecting now more than 125 students and teacher sponsors that will come for the day and do a bunch of interactive activities. So we're really looking forward to that. Okay, back to Beaches Go Green 2.0. Our goals are to help you identify toxins in the environment, in your food, in your products, just to be aware. I believe that you can't underestimate the power of awareness because knowledge is power, and if you're not aware, then you can't choose to make a change. So by creating awareness, we're hoping we're going to empower people to make changes that make sense to them. We want to offer swaps, simple options. So if we tell you something's bad, we want to be able to give you an option that's good, right? And you can choose if that makes sense for you. And I'm going to show you later, but small steps we know can make a big impact. There's that saying that says, never underestimate how a committed number of people can make a difference because it's truly the only thing that ever has. So Margaret Mead, I believe, said that. So it's pretty impactful. Okay, so what are environmental toxins? Environmental toxins are things that are in our environment. They're typically man-made. They come from everyday products, production of everyday products, industrial processing and waste. And we come in contact with them in many ways, whether it's through the air that we're breathing, indoor air pollution or outdoor air pollution, whether it's something that we eat through our food, or we drink through our water or our beverages, and things that come in contact with our skin, oftentimes by choice. We're using so many personal care products, and many of them have hidden toxins. And so, there's of course a scale of good and bad, right? So we want to empower people with the information so they can decide what they want to choose and how much they want to change their exposure. So, sorry, I keep losing this arrow. All right, so where are the toxins hiding? One of the most surprising things is we read up on this and we researched. One of the things that surprised me most was the indoor air pollution. It's oftentimes 3 to 5 times worse than outdoor air pollution. So we're going to talk about things in Beaches Go Green 2.0, such as the synthetic fabrics in our homes, whether they're part of our carpets or our textiles, whether they're part of our drapes, and they off-gas certain chemicals. We're going to talk about how burning certain kinds of candles or using air fresheners can actually spread toxins in our home. Household cleaners, right? That great lemony, fresh, bleachy smell that you get when your house is clean, there's a good chance that that's not good for you either. We're going to talk about water and how important it is to drink clean water. And luckily, we're in a position where we can choose and opt to drink clean water. At our house, we switched to all reverse osmosis drinking water, and that cleans out the most number of toxins so that you have the cleanest water. Our water treatment plants, as effective as they are, they don't always take out all the pharmaceuticals or all the PFAS or the BPA, so that's a concern. Food, obviously, trying to eat cleaner. Not everybody can eat organic all the time, but whatever you can do to avoid pesticides, the dyes, things without fragrance, personal care products, that is a big one. We're going to talk about that a lot with teenagers because teenagers disproportionately use more personal care products than any other demographic, and therefore they are exposing themselves to the most toxins in a critical phase of development. They're all developing rapidly and growing, and their brains are developing, and so it's extra critical that children and teens are aware and their parents are aware so they can help minimize their toxins. Household items, another thing that surprised me was the non-stick cookware. Crazy the chemicals in that, right? And so you're cooking that into your food. Furniture treatments that are waterproof, stain-proof, antimicrobial. That's all chemical toxins that we're applying to products that, in turn, we either absorb through our skin or inhale in the air. Talked about most of that stuff. So I thought this was really interesting because these are a lot of examples of everyday items that you might see. And yet every single one of them contains a different kind of toxin. Sometimes they contain the same, but you might find heavy metals in electronics, or you find PFAS in your coffee cups. There's actually been heavy metals found in makeup and in vapes. There's heavy metals. In our synthetic clothing, more than 60% of the clothing made today is made with synthetic fabrics, and most of them are plastic-based. And of course, what makes plastic so amazing is the chemical additives that we give to it that give it its characteristics. And those are the same, very same chemicals that we're adding into our bodies, either through absorption or through inhaling. So all of these things actually have a level of toxin, and creating the awareness allows you to make the choice. So why should you care, right? That's a big thing that Shelby and Morgan and I talk about when we're developing content for the teens. Like, how do we get them to care? How do we get them to realize that this is about you? It's not just about adults or the general population. But so we're going to talk about how these things impact our system. But overwhelmingly, most of these chemicals impact our hormone systems. They are endocrine disruptors. And what that means is they impact the way our hormones relate in our body. And a lot of people think that just has to do with reproduction and fertility, but actually hormones regulate every major body system in our bodies, including our brain development, our nervous system, our respiratory system, our gut health, and so on. So it's all very, very important and very relevant. Okay, so you're probably wondering, that's a lot of heavy stuff. So we want to empower you with ways that you can avoid toxins in the environment. And what if you already have toxins in your body? How do you get rid of them? Well, we're going to address that too. So the first thing is being aware, right? You can do simple things like avoiding plastic, using glass or stainless steel, choosing natural fabrics over synthetic fabrics, of course. There are awesome apps like the Yucca app or EWG's Healthy Living that allow you to scan products' barcodes and they rate them. And they don't just rate them good, bad, ugly, or excellent. They'll tell you why. So then you can choose, well, it's fine with me if it's high in sugar, or I'm okay if it's, you know, healthy for my body, but maybe it has this environmental impact, whatever. So you can choose. Fragrance is a really big thing that we're going to talk about, because fragrance is not just in perfume and personal care, but it's in so many things. The word fragrance can actually hide any number of 3,000 undisclosed chemicals, and so many of them haven't been studied on how they impact human health. So that's why anytime you see fragrance in the description, we highly recommend that you avoid it. If you like things that smell nice, go for things with essential oils. Another big thing that we realized is that takeout food, it's not just the to-go containers, the styrofoam, polystyrene, it's the black containers, it's the fast food wrappers. They're all lined in chemicals that make them waterproof and grease-proof and flame retardant. So those are things we want to look out for as well. And then how do we get rid of the stuff that's already in our bodies? It's amazing. So many of the things that your mom and dad have been telling you about eating fruits and vegetables, it actually helps your body detox. So cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower and broccoli, they have certain chemicals in them that help your liver maximize its detoxification ability. Sweating, drinking lots of water, all those things that you do when you're sick, right? To try to get rid of those toxins. It's the same with environmental toxins in our body. Eating a lot of antioxidant-rich foods as well. So this is interesting. So my husband and I and our older son do something called Function Health. It's a healthcare tech company. And we've chosen to do that because we believe in being the CEOs of our own health. And we want to be proactive instead of being reactive. So we signed up for this membership, and you pay a fee, and then you choose what kind of blood tests you want to get. And sometimes it's a urine test, right? And you can choose anything from a 50 cancer screen to environmental toxins to hormone panels to, you name it, heart health. And you go every 6 months and you give blood and sometimes urine, and then the results come back in your portal. And then if there's an issue, you go see your primary care physician. So you're not replacing your regular doctor. Well, this was very interesting because these are my results, my personal results. And I was horrified to see the red. These are environmental toxins that I had at the end of last year, as a matter of fact, December of 2024. And I thought I was going to come back looking like a star, right? Because I'm aware, I'm trying to be good, all these things. And I get these tests back and I'm like, what the heck, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to button this up. So the first thing that I did is I went through my wardrobe and found, I was actually horrified by the amount of synthetic fabrics. And some of my cutest clothes that looked the best on me were the synthetic fabrics. But I made an invisible rule for myself that if it had more than 30% synthetics in it, I got rid of it. And now I understand not everybody can do that, and it was painful, and it was all these things. But let me tell you, it paid off. I started slowly replacing these items with natural fabrics, linen, cotton, organic cotton when I could, wool, silk, just whenever I could, right? And those aren't always the cutest options. So anyway, I did my best, and I tested 6 months later, and I'm proud to show you that my BPA, which I'm certain is from wearing leggings every day. I wore, Athleta and Lululemon and all these toxic brands every single day. And I actually would get rashes on my legs and from the synthetics. But I stopped wearing those. I bought organic cotton. They still have a % of synthetics in them because you gotta have some stretch. You gotta have a little stretch. And I went to 0 in BPA. So I'm super excited about that. You can see where some of the other stuff made an impact too. I want to show you, obviously I'm not expecting you guys to make these crazy, they're not crazy. Okay, how's this? Okay, so minimal synthetic fabrics. I did not go 100%, but it made such a big impact. I told you we switched in our house to reverse osmosis. Every morning, my husband and I open up the doors, sometimes the windows, and sometimes it's hot, but we try to get that refresh of air to let out some of the indoor air pollution and get the new air in there. About a year ago, we stopped, maybe it was a year and a half now, we stopped spraying our lawn. We stopped spraying our lawn, we stopped fertilizing with everything except for compost and biochar, which is also a natural fertilizer. And so far so good, but that's been a big deal. We learned that we're crazy about our pets, okay? We have 3 dogs and 2 cats. And I learned that if you spray your lawn, your dog and your cat have an increased chance of getting cancer by 70%. 70. So all these animals that, in my opinion, already don't live long enough, here we are putting this extra burden on them. So that was enough for us to stop doing that. And then we also had AstroTurf, because we have difficult areas in our lawn, like many people, that it's hard to get things to grow. And we removed most of the AstroTurf. I do admit we still have a couple sections left. But we're improving, and that's what matters, right? And then we replaced those with native plants, and I'm really proud of that too. So my net results, my BPA is completely gone, my heavy metals are down, my PFAS are improving. As a matter of fact, a couple of my PFAS went up, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, what? Where am I getting these PFAS from? But when I researched it, I learned that as you detoxify, sometimes the toxins that live in your fat cells, right? That's where our toxins are. When they come out to detox, you'll spike. So we'll see what the next one says. And then, of course, PFAS are forever chemicals. They just don't go away. So we could have those persisting in our home. We could have them in our other parts of our environment that hopefully we'll be able to mitigate over time. So I want you guys to think about what small changes you can make that can impact your health, because that was as little as 6 months. And I'm really excited about it, and I'll certainly report in the next 6 months when hopefully I get even better results. So how can you support Beaches Go Green? You can attend our local educational events and service events. You can make a financial donation. You can sponsor a dune planting. We have tons of students that want to get out there and plant the dunes. It's really actually fun. You can donate food or prizes for one of our events. You can partner with and sponsor a specific club, like say you're a Fletcher High School alumni and you're really passionate about that, you can do that. And you can learn more by following us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about our education and events. And last but not least, this is what we have coming up in the near future. We have our student training on Sunday. We are participating in the Florida Fin Fest. We'll have an educational table there. And then we're doing the GTM NER Estuary Fest as well. So thank you guys for your time. Appreciate it.
Well, all I can say is wow. You know, when I worked at UNF and I was working with the undergrads, I told people, I said, you know, working with these students really gives me hope for the future. And listening to you guys and seeing how involved you are and your passion for what you're doing and your passion for your community and your passion for your missions here is just nothing short of amazing. So kudos to you guys.
Just something short though. I work for DCPS, and our kids, they pay dues, and we have bylaws, and we can be very specific on what we want our money to go towards. But speaking from behind the scenes, it's really difficult for us to spend our money. Like, one of the main things that our kids love for any school is food, because they're volunteering like 3 hours of their time outside, and they just like to come back and like have snacks, like healthy snacks or whatever. And it's not something that I'm allowed to spend my money on, and I'm limited. All teachers in DCBS do not, well, okay, I gotta watch what I say here. I forgot this is being recorded. But, okay, so we're allowed to only spend $300 of our, like if we have money in our funds, once we hit $300, that's all that we'll get reimbursed from our funds. So I have like 5 clubs. So even with 5 clubs, I only get to spend a total of $300 out of my personal money to get reimbursed. Anything after that, I won't get reimbursed, even if I have money in my club. So one of the main things that I would like to say, if you guys are willing to just donate, like find out when Beaches Go Green is doing an event and just donate food or something like that, that would be greatly appreciated, because these kids, they're hungry all the time. So, you know, and whether it does come in plastic or whatever, you know, we get it, but like that's really one of the main things. So if you're able to get a platter or have a connection somewhere and you can donate food after the event, like they would greatly appreciate that, because we're not able to provide that for them. We literally have to pay out of pocket to do that, and I just, unfortunately, we do a lot. I'm not able to do that all the time. So like we appreciate it when Marie, she brings pizza for us for our big, like the kids love it. Like they feel so appreciated, you know, it's food. So if you can donate food to any of the schools anywhere, that would be great. So thank you so much.
Yes, food's always a motivator, right? Even for us. So I don't know, are there any questions that you guys would like to ask the students or Anne Marie, or any comments at this point in time? Yes.
I noticed all these are high schoolers. My
Yes.
granddaughter just started middle school. When does this, when does the
They
club
have them in
start?
middle schools too. Like Fletcher Middle has a club.
St. Paul Catholic School has one. We have an Atlantic Beach Elementary Club. It's very different because it's run by the teachers and it's during school. But I would say right now we have 2 middle school clubs, and the majority are all high schoolers.
But if you know a middle schooler that wants it, they can reach out to us and we can give them information to start a club there.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? I mean, this, yes, go ahead.
So you're strong supporters of Deck the Chairs? Is
Yeah.
that going to continue as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Last year we won, it was like an area just for high schools, for elementaries. We won for the best, how can I say that, decorating?
Yeah, decorate or something. Yeah, we won an award, but this year, but another school beat us in something else. That wasn't Beaches Go Green, another school. So our plan this year is we got the art department that's going to also help us, the art club, and it's going to be amazing. So definitely come out and look at our chair, because it's going to be really impactful.
Great. Any other comments, questions? Yes.
I understand you're all part of the school system, but you also work with our city representatives to coordinate with them.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, my neighbor here, Mayor Curtis.
That's me.
We work with the city of Atlantic Beach, we work with the city of Neptune Beach, we work with the city of Jax Beach, we work with the city of Jacksonville, we work with Ponte Vedra MSD, we've got friends down in St. Augustine and St. Johns County. So we try to do our best to stay connected with the cities, and they support us when they can. And a lot of our events benefit the cities, like when we do an event in Beaches Town Center, for example, or we do dune planning in Jax Beach. So yeah, absolutely.
Let me just comment on this. As mayor of Atlantic Beach, I'm blessed to have Beaches Go Green right in my city of Dayton. She's 3 doors down and across the street. So love having Marie Moquin and family and all of you and what you do. It's incredible. And so my pledge here tonight is not just my personal support of Beaches Go Green, but city support will continue and it will increase over time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Ford of City of Atlantic Beach. So, Any other questions, comments, accolades? I do have one question, Amber. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
So basically, the recycling in Japan is so amazing that they have like a law that they have to recycle everything: glass, ceramics, plastics, lids, plastic water bottles and stuff like that. And here in America, it's like not as enforced as it is in Japan. So I just want to know if we can like enforce it more. Because I don't know, it's just so confusing. But it's like the recycling system is so like not as enforced as in Japan. Like in Japan, they do waste by itself, plastic by itself. Here, we just mix it all together. And yes, they do have recycling things, but they're only for like cardboard or like, many people do not follow it. So we need to start with that for people to have the earth clean.
Yeah, it's, I think it all goes back to maybe your original opening statements, and it's just about education. It's about getting out there, it's about just making people aware. I know when I was on the campus at UNF, we had recycling bins, and it clearly marked as to what should go in each bin. And you know, people just wouldn't pay attention to it or whatever, and everything would end up just being mixed, you know, in there. So it really is about education. And we talked about, you know, knowledge is power, but the power is how you use that knowledge. And so it's all, you know, you guys represent what, 40% of our population, but you're 100% of our future. So where you're starting now, and even soon, and you've started even before now, but is so important in talking to your own peers and your parents. Parents, in the older generation, I mean, we're the ones that really need the education. We're the ones that really need to have that awareness and really be cognizant in what we're doing and what is in the affect of what we're not doing. And so Beaches Go Green is absolutely doing that, getting into the schools, getting where you guys are, meeting you where you are, and it's just continuing that. And it's a journey, you know, it's a journey. And we're hoping that the destination will be a better place. So we'll continue on. Did you want to say something? Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I was just, when we're all finished, I would love to get a photo with the mayor and you.
Well, I'd like to have all the students come up, please, and everyone come up here, and let's get you on video. And
or can you take a photo?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Good. I'm diving.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Come on, John. We might need a couple rows just to get Mayor, let's come here for a second. Come on, I'm going to come down here. There we go.
Hey Maria, do you want to put the logo from the beginning of the presentation behind them? The logo from the beginning of the presentation.
Sandy,
One
Maria, do you
more.
want to get in?
Hold on 1 second, we're going to get your logo up there.
Oh, perfect.
Otherwise
Okay.
it's,
While we're all here, I know you won't appreciate this, but one of our biggest supporters of Beaches Go Green is Marie Moquin there, my husband, and he's also a board member, and we
Hold on.
Okay, Sandy, come get in.
You getting in?
Come on.
Get in.
Come on, Maria, hurry up.
Get squeeze in there. You guys can't be like outliers.
My knees today.
All right, ready? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
So I only have one last request. And you guys are nice and young and able, but if you're able physically, if you can help us stack the chairs, then we can get out sooner. Thank you all.